An afternoon to remember at White Hart Lane for the 35,000, most of whom turned up to bid farewell to Gary Lineker and were quickly on their feet applauding Paul Allen. Well, as it turned out, there was more talk about the future than the past. Spurs giving Jeff Minton his debut, and shortly before half-time, Minton arrived smartly to score from Lineker-like range. Well, a minute later, Paul Stewart did pretty much the same. It was almost as if Everton were leaving gaps in the hope that one of their most celebrated old boys would get the goal the occasion demanded. But he didn't. Gary wasn't able to take advantage of his old club's first-half generosity, and after the break, it was an entirely different story. Peter Beardsley, upstaging his old England sidekick, and what had looked to be a lost cause started to turn Everton's way. It was slightly deflected. Beardsley's been the star turn of a pretty disappointing season, but clearly there was something about the occasion which brought the best out of him and revived Everton as they finished the match as if the championship was at stake. Another name for the future who'll remember Lineker's farewell a lot longer than the man himself, Everton's debutant David Unsworth, a marvellous equaliser reviving memories of another of Lineker's ex-Goodison teammates, Kevin Sheedy, goal of the day contender A. Well, five-star entertainment and a standing ovation at the end for the Footballer of the Year and the game's finest ambassador since Bobby Charlton. Gary Lineker bidding farewell at White Hart Lane. At least Sheffield Wednesday are guaranteed a place in the UEFA Cup next season. They went in front after the enterprising John Sheridan intercepted Nigel Martin's throw and sent over a delightful cross for Paul Williams. But Wednesday couldn't kill the game and were forced to concede a couple of points late on when Mark Bright got on the end of a Jeff Thomas up and under to lob the ball very tidily over Chris Woods. Arsenal haven't won at Stamford Bridge since George Graham became their manager. Chelsea going in front through Dennis Wise. But Arsenal are finishing the season in the style that earned them the championship last season and in '89. 15 without defeat. Goal of the day contender B from Lee Dixon. One-time contenders Manchester City were too much for Notts County, who found the going a little bit too tough in the first division. Fitzroy Simpson, his first goal for City, and that's contender C. Well, the final blow for Notts County came from a David White run and cross and Niall Quinn's near post header. The point of no return. County relegated. West Ham also lost their senior status, but Coventry, they still need a point to be sure of retaining theirs. Gallagher's cross had Furlong diving in, McCloskey cutting it out, and Mickey Ginn following up. Luton go to the final Saturday for the fourth successive season, uncertain of which league they'll be in next season. Brian Steen putting them in front against Villa. But Luton are great survivors, and at least they know they can handle the tension next week when they travel to Notts County. Goal of the day contender D from Mark Pembridge, who certainly deserves to be playing in the Premier League next season.